So Kat, also joining us from Florida, she's got Dr. Horrible. Oh, there it is. And yes, Kat, you are in the red corner here. Sorry, my mistake. Ah, this is not a kit, but this is a similar design, all the same. Seen a lot like these that are quite capable. And this one, again, has that horizontal or vertically spinning bar that is basically like an egg beater. And it's got some nice wedge arms on the front there for getting its opponent up and into the weapon. And then it's going up against Wilson over in the blue corner there. Also a vertical spinner, but this one has a spinning drum and has some very large wheeled guards all around the side, made out of some kind of polyethylene. So going to be a fairly durable plastic. You'll probably see shards of it getting worn off as it goes, but the whole thing should hold together despite losing chunks of bits. So Kat in the red corner with Dr. Horrible, the red bot there. Pierre in the blue corner with Wilson. All right, the drivers are ready. We will start in 3, 2, 1, fight. All right, both vertical spinners spinning right up to speed here. Wilson having a little bit of trouble maybe getting his spinning. Dr. Horrible bouncing around a bit. Something must not be quite balanced perfectly. Looks like that's making driving a little bit difficult. In the meantime, Dr. Horrible is fighting into the wedgelets on the corners there of Wilson, who's already doing a good job of wearing into them. Dr. Horrible bounced upside down to be a little bit harder to steer this way, but still a very dangerous weapon on the front there. It just bang into the ground. There we go, flipped right side up again, and again another big flip, this time completely over by Wilson. So Wilson's doing a good job of kind of tossing him around, flipping him around. Dr. Horrible said before that Kat was having some drive issues with this one, and looks like that is still the case. It's going to be a little bit difficult to get her weapon into the opponent, but as long as she can keep pointing the right way. Oh. Still moving, but unfortunately, Wilson gets her up off her wheel. She's hooked over the side, and it looks like Pierre might be trying to be a little bit helpful. There we go, gets him knocked off there. Back on her wheels again, but still upside down. Now right side up, as Wilson just keeps tossing Dr. Horrible end over end. Definitely having some drive issues on Dr. Horrible. The weapon's there, but unless she can get it moving around, she might get counted out. But Pierre's being kind, or maybe not kind, I don't know, keeps hitting her with the weapon, so maybe not that kind, but going into her over and over again anyway. Losing little bits of that plastic outer body that makes up the wedge fingers and the wheel guards. Trying to get into her wheels. Unfortunately, unable to get a good bite with that drum, it would seem. It's kind of nibbling at things, but not doing a whole lot other than just tossing when it does manage to get a bit of a grip. Maybe needs to have a little bit more stick out on the weapon teeth or something like that. Dr. Horrible is certainly not going to slow down the weapon. This is the one thing she's got right now. But unfortunately, the drive is just not doing what she'd like, as Wilson tries to line up another good hit on the wheels. Flipping her upside down. It definitely makes a lot of noise when it hits the wall. That's no question. There we go, pushing her into the wall, getting a bite on the wedgelets on the front there. Definitely managed to eat those up pretty good so far. Oh, a nice hard one again, up into the corner, as she's kind of hung up on wheels and weapon into the wall. Absolutely sitting duck here as Pierre comes behind again, with Wilson nicking at the back end of the robot. The one thing you can see happens with these spinners here is they spin so fast that they don't really get a good bite. They just kind of nick and bounce off of each other. In order to get a good bite, often you either want your weapon slower or you want to run at them at high speeds, just like that. If you run in, you can get more engagement on the tooth and it actually grabs and tosses them as opposed to simply nibbling away at them. 10 seconds still on the clock, both of them weapon spinning, very dangerous. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time is up. All right, weapons off, guys. Time is up. Good job to both Kat and Pierre there with Dr. Horrible and Wilson. This will go to a judge's decision. Once again, damage, aggression, and control are the key things that we are looking for here. Unfortunately for Kat, without having the drive working, kind of difficult to show either aggression or control. Was a little bit of damage on both sides, but nothing terrible. Definitely see a lot of nicks and scratches and stuff out of them, especially on those wedgelets, which is exactly why those little wedge fingers are there. You'd rather your opponent hit those instead of hitting something that is really important to you. Give our judges another few seconds here to make up their minds. And it's unanimous. The win will go to Wilson. Congratulations, Pierre.